I recently started testing a Forex expert advisor and it's made over $7,600 profit in less than a month. What makes me really happy is not the profit, but the fact that we found another profitable EA. My team and I spent a great deal of time looking for trading robots daily. We test hundreds and only a few are profitable. Over the years, we've built a great portfolio of live and funded accounts, and we just added one more tool called Forex Flex EA. Alright, so I have it on one of my VPSs on a Black Bull account and it's trading euro dollar on H4 chart, dollar yen on H4, dollar Swiss, pound dollar, and I selected to test the EA of these four currency pairs on a virtual account first. And you can see that I started this account back on the 13th of February. Actually, the first trades were opened on the 25th of February. And today, or the last trades were closed this morning on the 19th of March, which is around 3 weeks or 20 trading days. And it's not a lot of expert advisors that trade on the H4 time frame, to be honest. If I zoom the chart, you will see where the trades were being opened and closed. It uses some kind of grid or recovery system. It's really hard to understand from the chart how exactly the expert works, but I'll show you the backtest a little bit later. Now let me bring on the screen this track record and you will see that it made above 75% total return in the last 3 weeks, and you can see what a nice balance line we have. If I switch to equity, you'll see that there was a drawdown at the beginning, but then the equity stays really close to the balance line and the exposure is very equal between the euro, the pound, the Swiss and the yen. Now if I click on stats and I click on symbol, we will see which of the assets were more profitable. If I zoom in a little bit, you will see that for the dollar yen we have the most profit. Actually, I see losses with the dollar Swiss for this period, but with the dollar yen brought over $4,000. And my plan is to open a live account with Black Bull where I'll be trading the most profitable asset, and until the moment it is the dollar yen. And by the time this video gets published, I will open the account and I'll put the track record in the description so you can monitor how this Forex Flex EA performs on the demo and on the live account. But there are also many set files provided from the vendor. So here is the website that my team found, and you can see that they offer 30-day money back guarantee. There are some track records. If I scroll lower, you will see that there are a lot of results. The price sits at $350 and there is some kind of a package for $500, and there is a lot of information about the EA. You can go through that, but I found this page where you can download the set files according to what you want to trade. For example, the first one trades the euro dollar, the dollar yen, dollar Swiss, dollar CAD, Aussie, euro, Swiss, and many more currency pairs. Then there is another one and you can download it straight away. There is a set file for the M30 time frame, for H1 time frame, and many different options and variations for the set files. I still didn't have the chance to backtest and test all of them. I asked the vendor why some of the track records are outdated, and he said that the broker stopped supporting the standard MT4 account type and forced the users to make new ECN accounts. So basically he lost the track records. But as you know, I don't trust vendors. I don't trust anybody in the niche. So I prefer to test the EAs myself. And that is why with my team, we test many expert advisors on live, on instant funding challenges, demo accounts, and actually the Forex Flex EA performed the best for the last 30 days. Obviously 76% is risky. Like, I wouldn't put these set files on my live account and I would perform a lot of backtests before I decide which set files I want to put on a live account. And the reason I'll be using Black Bull for a broker is because they offer huge leverage, which is important for algorithmic trading. They offer plenty of tradable assets, MetaTrader 4 and 5, which is important for me, and different trading account types. And I take advantage of opening institutional account, not for 20k, but for 2k. And I'll leave the link to Black Bull down below in the description if you want to test the broker on a demo or on a live account. So for the moment, dollar yen is the most profitable asset in the demo account, and I have performed plenty of backtests. So right in here, I have the backtest for the pound dollar on H4 time frame, and you can play a lot with the backtest for the different currency pairs. Just in the inputs, I used the default, but to run the backtest, I figured out that I need to disable the news filter, and once I hit start, you'll see that the backtest starts. After it's ready, you can see what are the risks, the drawdowns, and you can play a lot with the settings. I'll leave it running now. I'll go back to the expert properties because I want to show you where you can change the risk. So right at the beginning, there is the risk info or the risk you can set. So I've set it to 0.5, which is mid risk. If you want to go for lower risk, then you should set edit values between 0.1 and 0.3 and over 1 as value equals to high risk. And the other risk factor is the lot multiplier, which is set to 1.7. So you can decide with how much you want to increase the lots. And there is as well the pip step, which is set to 21. If you want to go for lower risk, you just decrease these two values. And the third one I noticed in the inputs is the max orders or the max buy and sell trades, which is set to 6, which means that it will not keep buying and buying and buying until you blow the account, but you can limit the maximum buy and sell trades. However, I used one of the set files and really the results are amazing until the moment. You can see that the backtest is going, and at the end I can see what's the profit and the drawdown with the set files I selected to use. But again, I will put the most profitable asset from my demo testing on a live account with Black Bull, and I'll put the track record in the description. If you decide to test this expert advisor, I'll be super happy if you spend some time backtesting the different set files on the different currencies and time frames, because there are so many options that it will be great if I, you, and my team, if we all do it together and find the best possible set files for this expert advisor. I'll be super happy to read your comments. However, I spent some time, like a lot of time, backtesting this expert advisor because I really wanted to know for myself and for you if this expert advisor is suitable for all assets. With the euro-dollar backtest, you can see that I started with 2,000 initial capital and I reached 2,600. There was a huge drawdown right in here, dropping to $1,800, but the account didn't blow. With the pound dollar, I started the backtest with $2,000 again, and you can see that it went really well until the end of 2020, so that's about 2 years. There were no huge drawdowns, and right in here there was a huge drawdown. That one dropped down to the $2,200. Then it recovered, and there was another huge drawdown in mid-2024 that also recovered. The account didn't blow. And I'll continue a little bit further. You will see that for the dollar Swiss, it went really well until 2023. Then there was a huge drawdown here. The balance was about $2,500 and it dropped down below $1,900. And recently it is going smooth, no huge drawdown since July, August 2024. But now if I switch to the dollar yen, which is currently the most profitable asset in my demo account, you will see these results where Boom, there was a huge loss in here. The account was growing steadily up until that moment, and then it just collapsed. That was around September 2024. Since this time, it is doing alright. It's like going really smoothly upwards. But that's a little bit luck if you are trading the Forex Flex on dollar yen, because it happened just about half a year ago that it completely destroyed the account. So definitely avoid the dollar yen. And actually, if I show you the floating loss at the moment in the demo account, you'll see that I have a huge floating loss with the dollar yen, which is negative 2000, and it was a little bit more the other day, and it opened a lot of 6.31 as well. If I scroll lower, you'll see some floating losses from the pound dollar. That one increased substantially to 1.28 and then 2.18. And so what I'm planning to do is actually to trade it on the euro dollar, which is third in the ranking according to the demo account. But just the backtest and the performance I see on my demo account, it looks like less riskier. And remember that for that demo account, I pushed the EA to the maximum to see what results I can achieve. But once I move it to a live account, I'm not gonna look at the most profitable one because it turns out to be the riskiest, but I will look at the euro dollar and I will reduce the risk substantially with the factors I showed a little bit earlier in the video. I'll leave the links down below in the description if you want to see how the expert advisor is performing in my account. And that's the value you will receive if you subscribe to the channel, because I show my results transparently. If the account blows, you will know about it. The link will be in the description. That's why I want to share my results transparently with you guys, because you deserve it, and I thank you so much for watching my videos. Now, if you want to see another expert advisor that I'm already trading on a funded account, check out this video on my side. And until then, I love you guys, trade safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.